YouTube, it's Saturday. You need some entertainment. And guess what I got? Apparently, the GodofGobboz ran into the Gobbo King, and we ran into a Goblin civil war. So this ought to be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen such a thing in a Total War Warhammer match, so I'm pretty excited. So Gobbo King or GodofGobboz? Take your guess as to who's going to take this one home. We'll see what happens. So we got Waldenhof as the map. They're both playing as Crooked Moon. I like it. I like it a lot. So out here we got the Tiefrobber's Chariot. I should have looked at the armies on the opening screen, but let's just see what we got. See a couple, the Death Creepers, Morgrim's Mangy Marauders, Moon Howlers, the Warlord's Boys, 8P Cloonies. There's some Night Gobbo Archers and some more Night Goblins out here. I see a couple of Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, which is really fun to see. Ragnarok, Night Goblin War Boss, couple of Gobbos, Goblin Archers, Goblin Big Boss, Goblin Wolf Chariot, Goblin Wolf Riders. So as stated, all Goblins. There's a Teeth Robbers Chariot out here. We got the Rusty Errors over here, Gobbo Archers, a Ragnarok Queen on this side, combining with the Hammer of Gork, Night Gobbo Shaman, two Gobbo Big Bosses, Skarsnik and Gobla here, and then a line of Gobbos. And out front there's one of the, what do you call it, Regiment of Renown Night Goblins. So initially we're going to get a fight right here in the center. The Death Creepers and the Mangy Marauders are moving up, putting a little pressure on this flank, and then the Spider Riders and Moon Howlers coming around the back here. The Ragnarok Queen's going to drop out some hatchlings, but the Spider Rider's still going to get to the Night Goblin Archers. And the Ragnarok Queen here is putting a pretty swift end to some of, let's say, yellow and red teams here. Itchy Nuisance coming in, so the red team Gobbos are going to get a pretty nice advantage right here in this fight. They've got the support of Skarsnik and a Goblin War Boss and significant numbers advantage because the Ragnarok and other units are still moving up over here, but the skirmish out here rather successful right now for the yellow Gobbos. They have a lot of skirmish units. And these Forest Goblin Spider Riders are doing a pretty good job getting to these guys. The Tiefrobber's Chariots, which apparently got wrecked earlier by the Spider, coming back for a nice charge there. Really interesting to see. Oh, okay, now an Itchy Nuisance from the other side. But it's kind of late here because the red Gobbos have gotten a significant advantage. But here comes the Night Gobbo Squig Hoppers. This is going to get interesting. Goblin Civil War is heating up. Gobbo Squig Hoppers into the flank, along with the Itchy Nuisance, may slow down what was kind of a losing fight. And we got the Ragnarok Queen and a whole bunch of other units facing off here. There's some chariots, and I don't know what they think they're going to do to a spider. We shall see. But there's two Gobbo Big Bosses plus the Ragnarok Queen, so the standard Ragnarok Spider is taking a beating. They're going to need some help from the Goblin War Boss, but it looks like he is wanting to get the enemy Gobbo Shaman. And over here, Skarsnik and Gobla still trying to fight their way through, but looks like a Night Shroud used. That's an interesting spell. Squig Hoppers, enemy Squig Hoppers this time into the Night Goblin Archers. There's some loonies going through here as well. This one might actually get into Morgrim's Mangy Marauders there. So the standard Ragnarok Spider is in pretty rough shape. There's some Squig Hoppers and other units. Hammer of Gork is shut down. And there is going to be an interesting finish to the fight here. This Night Gobbo Shaman's just sitting back. Rusty Errors have a nice position here. And the hatchlings are doing some serious work. The Ragnarok Queen is still in very good health. A lot of mobile units left here for the yellow goblins, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to pull them out of this with the Ragnarok Queen being healthy and a considerable number of infantry still left. So we'll see what happens. This Night Gobbo Shaman is now, well, he's hidden now. He was visible momentarily. The Night Goblin War Boss is up here fighting with one of the Goblin Big Bosses. I like how they're on wolves too, that's kind of cool. Now the Shaman's going to pitch in, so everybody's combining against the Night Goblin War Boss, who's been hit by Itchy Nuisance. And it is not good times. So the Night Gobbo war boss on his cave squig is being forced to flee. And at this point, it is looking pretty good for the red goblin team. The Ragnarok spider came back for the yellow, but I don't think it's going to work. The squig hoppers are chasing down what are now exhausted missile cavalry units. And I think the standard Gobbo infantry was an interesting pick here. Probably saved quite a bit of money and allowed the red goblins to have quite a bit of money, or quite a bit more funds. And the Ragnarok Queen with the hatchlings was super handy. And then they had the two Gobbo big bosses supporting, and then Skarsnik. Skarsnik is in very, very good shape at this point. Helped tank out that fight in the center, and he and Gobbler are nowhere near dead. So I would say in the Gobbo Civil War, it looks like the red goblin team right now is certainly feeling the better of these engagements. Check out this sweet game. Looks so good. Looks like the yellow goblin's still going to try here, do a little bit of kiting, but it's not going to work in the end. It's not going to be any way to get away. They're going to try and combine here against these goblin fanatics with all the regrouped units over here, but definitely do not feel like there's enough left for the yellow team to make any significant comeback here. There's not enough ammo or a way for all these skirmish units to survive. The Gobbo Shaman's going to try and get into the Goblin Archers. They will get helped by these Squig Riders. See what happens there. That was definitely a nice charge with the Gobbo Shaman setting it up. And they do manage to drive out the Goblin Archers. Nice charge right here from the regrouped Goblin Wolf Chariot. Should shut down that small unit of goblins. But again, no way to deal with the Ragnarok Spider. And they're trying really hard to deal with this Gobbo Big Boss out here, but I think they're going to run out of ammo well before he's dealt with. So a valiant attempt here to try and bring things back, but just not going to happen. The Ragnarok Queen is going to be far, far too much to handle. You see these units? Yeah, this one just shattered. That's not looking good. The Ragnarok Queen has a ton of ammo, too. Yeah, with these units fleeing the battlefield, you got the Squig Hoppers leaving. That's bad news. Bad news on top of an already tough situation. So the Gobbo Civil War is going to leave Skarsnik as the victor here. And we will see whether it was Gobbo King or GodofGobboz. I don't remember who was who in the replay. But appreciate him submitting this. This was a lot of fun, actually. Gobbo Civil War. Definitely enjoyed this. It's almost be as fun as, well, I say it'd be fun. It'd be actually probably kind of boring, but it kind of would be fun to have like a, when they get free-for-all, it'd be cool to have a Manfred and like Kimmler versus a Isabella and Vlad Civil War. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. It'd be like the biggest healing blobs you've ever seen in your life, but still, it'd be a fun grudge match. And then in a free-for-all, they're going to do 4-person free-for-all. Those are going to be fun, too, to get different thematic matchups, you know, like everybody picking a different faction. And I can't wait for that kind of stuff, man. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. This regrouped spider out here. Look, Skarsnik and Gobbler. I don't know, this is the Night Gobbo war boss. Oh, going at Skarsnik. No? No, he's going after the Shaman. He's got slightly better speed, but yeah, there was the chain route right there. So let's see who took it home. Who is the real leader of the Gobbos? And apparently, it is the GodofGobboz right now. Won the Goblin Civil War and gets to temporarily, or at least temporarily, own the title of the GodofGobboz. Sure enough, he was the god. God was greater than the king, apparently. Hope you all enjoyed this fun battle for some Saturday entertainment. I'll be back with more videos soon. I do have some Homeworld that I want to show you all. Some Homeworld Deserts of Karak action that I was promised was really good. I have some Rome 2 battles that people submitted I'm going to get back to. I finally have some time to record this weekend. Should be a good opportunity for me to get you some variety, but trust me, there'll be more good Warhammer action. We just got the Beastmen campaign underway. Very much going to enjoy that one. And of course, we'll have another campaign on Warhammer when the new faction actually comes out. I will see you soon. Appreciate MSI sponsoring the channel. Appreciate you being here. If you want to subscribe and keep up with the videos, I got a logo in the bottom right-hand corner. Feel free to click that. You'll be the first to know when I have new content. HeirofCarthage signing out. See you then.